And welcome to another Diablo 3 video. Today I'll be showing you a Crusader build. Um, I haven't been I've been playing on my Barbarian for quite a while now. I quite enjoy Crusaders after the recent patch. They boosted quite a lot of their abilities and they're generally just fun to play in my opinion. I know it's been quite a while since I made a video. I've had a little break from Diablo, and to be honest, I really do believe it's quite hard to figure out what people want to see and what they need to see in their own opinion, of course, video-wise at least. So I thought I'd try Crusaders out a bit and see how it went, and I must say it went actually incredibly good. But let me show you the build and then I'll show you a little rifting. I probably won't show you the whole rift. I mean, some of them can drag out for quite a while if it's one of the boring ones. If not, well then hey, good for us. But let's show it. Let's start out with the build. We've got Justice with Burst, Blissed Hammer with Thunderstruck. Keep in mind this is a lightning build, guys. We've got Phalanx with Bowman, Steed Charge with Endurance, Laws of Valor, Critical, and Accurate's Champion, Firestarter. Then we got Blunt, increase the damage of your Justice and Blessed Hammer by 20%. Fervor, which increase your damage with a one hand by 15% and reduce all cooldown by 15%. Got Wrath, which will heal you for 825 life every time you use a point of Wrath, and it increases the amount of health globes by 1%. And then we got Divine Fortress, which is your, well, normal defensive passive, I guess. And of course I am using a one-hander. I'm using Thunder Fury, and since it's a lightning build, try to get as much lightning damage as you can, obviously. Other than a lot of lightning damage, I got 46% damage to elites, which I do believe helps quite a lot as well. But for now, let's check the build out, and hopefully you like what you see, so you can use it yourself. While I'm rifting, I'm gonna talk a little about why I'm using Firestarter for a lightning build, which could seem quite ridiculous to you, and it's understandable, of course. And I'm using one physical spell. First of all, the Firestarter one. Basically, they made a change to a lot of the skills under Ariad's Champion. Before, I believe Firestarter was a burst you basically made every time you entered your form, stance, call it what you want. Let's just try to kill this dude out so you can see the build. Anyways, I believe it was one of the bursts you just made whenever you entered the stance. But that's changed now. It now deals 460% weapon damage as fire, of course, every time you deal damage to your enemy. Which means every time I cast one of my hammers like this, it deals 460% weapon damage on top of the normal damage it's doing. Which is actually quite insane. I can only imagine for some of you guys with incredibly high amount of elemental damage and whatnot, how much damage you would deal with it. There are two more champion forms I believe is quite good as well. One of them is called Prophet. What Prophet does is basically when you take fatal damage, you won't die. You will be healed back up to full life, I believe it is. Of course, there's a cooldown on this, so you can't like constantly prog and just run in. just be invincible. That one is extremely good for higher tournament levels if you're having problems with staying alive. I would not recommend it for using it for like tournament 3 like I'm on right now. But I mean, it would be great for tournament 6 and maybe even tournament 5 as well. Other than that, there's another one called Hasteful, which just makes your area champion give you 15% increased attack speed on top of the rest of the stats. The only time I would use Hasteful would be if I'm not happy with my attack speed and want more. I guess it can be quite good for like two-hander Crusaders. I have no idea, I haven't tried it yet. But I am quite sure it would be quite good. At least for this build. I can't see it to be extremely helpful as well when you're using a one-hander. Other than that, Firestarter synergizes extremely well with all your abilities here. For example, you might be wondering why you got one physical spell, which is Bowman. I mean, nobody's using that. Why would I use it? It's actually quite simple. You summon 4 bowmen, which basically shoots like 1 arrow a second, which is 4 arrows every second. Each of those arrows will deal 460 weapon damage, on top of your own abilities, which would be as my blessed hammer here, or even Justice, which is the normal attack. So as you see here, now I'm using basically only my bowmen, and they're dealing around, for my sake of, around 2.5 million crits. And imagine on top of those 204 damn, I can't speak right now, 205 million crits, they'll do 460% weapon damage. That's like, I don't know, 4 million DPS every time. Probably even more, I'm not sure. So that's, let's say it's 4, that will make it 16 million damage every second they're up while your form is up. That's quite ridiculous. I mean, there's not really any other spell for the Crusader that synergizes so well with Firestarter other than that one. I've even tried a lot of different ones, like what's it called? Sort of the Fallen, or what the hell, I can't remember their name. The one where you drop from the sky and you basically deal shitloads of damage. I've tried that one and it was quite good actually, but it still didn't beat these bowmen. Other than that, I've tried Bombardment. Not as good either. It is a good spell, however. And well, I basically tried them all. And I guess you can use some of the others, but that's just what I'd recommend. Other than that, I would sometimes, I'm swapping out my Endurance Steed Charge spell here with either Shield Glare with Divine Verdict, so you deal 20% more damage. I even use, where is it? Provoke, there we go. With Charged Up, which is doing every time you're using your Provoke, for 4 seconds after that, you will be dealing 50% weapon damage as lightning every time you deal damage. It's quite good as well. Or you can even use Falling Sword with Part of the Clouds. Or, where the hell is it? There we go, Annihilate in Bombardment. Heaven's Fury can still be used. I mean, it's not as useful as it was before, since a lot of the spells are holy now. But I guess that really comes down to what you feel like and what you want. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share it, subscribe, and then you'll be able to see my next video as well, when it comes out at least. If there's anything you feel like I need to change in my videos, do better, not or even do worse, please do tell in the comment section. It would help me a lot, guys. Other than that, I bid you adieu. See ya.